also in the sector of art. And another point is, I think, every interior design is a composition of furniture, paintings, and sculptures, and sometimes you even find that in one single piece. My first posting, for example, was at the German embassy in Beijing. There I bought an old cupboard which had several squares of wood blocks, painted wood blocks on its front door. Another question you might ask if you look at this subtitle, are these wood blocks less artistic only because they are not hanging separately on a wall or standing alone in a room as a sculpture, but are part of furniture and therefore interior design? And the same question I was encountering with here in India as well, because here I bought some hand-painted cushion covers, which I couldn't resist. And now we have the same question: are they not to be considered art because the fabric is not within a frame, but on a sofa or an armchair? I think it's a difficult question, and I'm no art expert, so I cannot give you the correct answer, provided there is a correct answer at all. But it's also one reason why I find this exhibition very interesting. It makes you wonder and hopefully get into discussion with other visitors. So please tell me your opinions, but as well, please do not give me any more addresses for cushion covers, because I wouldn't be able to resist the temptation, and my next moving would be a horrible ordeal. Finally, on a more professional level, I'm also very happy that the exhibition came to Mumbai, because it is, I think, another very good example for the close and comprehensive relations between India and Germany. Here it has already been said, like in the other places, two local artists, here two Indian artists, Ms. Gupta and Mr. Karle, participate with their works. And this, I think, shows very well that along with political and economic relations, cultural relations are also very well developed and alive. And for the German policy, these cultural relations, along with the political and economic ones, are also very important for the foreign policy of the German government. And lastly, the actors of the cultural relations, the main partners of the German government in implementing this goal of cultural cooperation are, of course, the Goethe-Institut, Mueller Bhavan, and the Cultural Institute, the Institute for Cultural and Foreign Affairs, the IFA, who organized this exhibition. So I think it is very well done and very interesting, and Dr. Goldman and Mr. Karle and their teams will certainly guide you with their expertise and can say much more and much better things than I could. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mrs. Bodiner. Now I would like to invite Mr. Suhas Bhavkar, Chairperson of Ngma Mumbai Advisory Committee, to share some of his great experience and his knowledge regarding his art and design with us.
Distinguished guests, I'm not going to pronounce the names because it's really difficult, like chanting in Sanskrit. I welcome all the 16 artists along with Shreyas and Shilpa. It's really a different kind of experience. It deals with sensitivity of the artist and its practical use. It's a combination of both. In a different way, with a different thinking, with a different approach. It reminds me that in 90s this exhibition took place, and in Bombay also in Jahangir Art Gallery. One of the private gallery asked eminent contemporary painters to work on sculpture. Mr. Imarte must be remembering that. M.F. Hussain, Prabhakar Barve, Jahangir Sabawala, and many others worked painted on furniture which they manufactured themselves. They designed the furniture and they painted it. This exhibition reminded me and took me in that period. That whole exhibition was through a voyage through Indian culture. Here I can see a contemporary world and the modernism took place, especially after Second World War in Europe and Germany in the show. It's combination of skill, it's combination of form, color, design, and the feel of texture and material. Here I can see two different characters in the showcase. One is Indian beer, and second one is a coconut, a fresh coconut, which we Indians worship. To make a good beginning, we always do a puja of coconut. But here it comes in a different context. And I think that context is more important. It's always interesting to see the context. It's always inspiring to deal with different kind of discussions. And I think this exhibition will be appreciated. At the same time, it will be criticized. But it will definitely lead to a discussion. I think that will be success of this exhibition. Thank you.
Thanks to Govt sir. Now I would like to invite Ms. Renata Goldman, Director, Leopold Poes Museum of the City of Turin, Germany, and the curator of this coming exhibition. And it's very interesting to listen to her because it's like a child to her. This exhibition, which has been part of, since 16 years, it has been traveling, and she has seen this exhibition as a child. So please listen to her, and it will be very interesting.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I look at things with different eyes from you. This is not a quotation of myself. This is a quotation you can read in this show on an artwork. I repeat, I look at things, and then you open the curtain, with different eyes from you. This is the work we put just right in the entrance, and Shilpa Gupta is the artist of this work. She's just in front of her work. And I think this can be kind of slogan for this show, come in, because we all have different eyes, we all are educated from different teachers, we all come from kind of different families, we all come from all over the world, and many people from all over the world looked actually with different eyes on these 25 works. For me personally, this is also a very emotional moment because this exhibition will stop here in Mumbai. It was shown 20 times all over the world. So from very big museums like the Singapore Art Museum to smaller spaces to countries like Vietnam, which was in a change from communist system to a global capitalized system. So you are absolutely right. And I think the discussion and the discourse, contemporary art especially, but not only art, but also film or theater or performance or dance or literature, music, gives us a new way to look at things and to develop new ideas. So I would like, in the name of the Institut für Auslandsbeziehungen, I just say once the German word because I know it's a very complicated word. I'm very happy to invite you here to this show and to experience this show. There are many talks now, everybody had a different version already of the speakers, but if you have time, tomorrow evening we will have a talk on this show. And also during the show is going on, another artist from Germany, Bettina Alamoda, will come and speak here about this show, and we will do it with Kaiwan. I think he's here also. I just saw him. Thank you very much for helping us to translate actually the language of art into the language of people, because I think at the end everything, the discourse of art, is also a translation of forms and speeches and art. When we put actually this show together, all these artists were quite young and unknown, so it was also for ourselves a big experience. And nowadays, half of these 25 artists are professors in Germany, have a professorship at academies from Hamburg, Berlin, Frankfurt, Munich. And so we have a kind of committee ourselves now here, if all these artists would be present. But tonight present is Eric Schmidt from Berlin. Thank you very much that you came over, and also Klaus Föttinger from Düsseldorf. And I think also in the name of the other artists, I would say that we are very happy to have this thematic exhibition on the question of what is home, what is interior, what does it mean to fill space actually, because you see more or less only sculptures. And sculptures you have you have to experience it in a three-dimensional way. So to have it here in this space is also a challenge for us, because this space, as also was already pointed out, has a sculptural, I would say, form, which gives, I think, in combination with the artworks, a new idea of what can a museum look like, what is public space, and what is interior space. And especially Shreyas Karle, you see his works upstairs. You have to discover it, because there are very much lyrical works and very specific works, follows these questions nowadays. And it shows, we did it at each venue, we invited artists, local artists or artists from the region, that these themes, what we here are discussing about the human being in contrast with the space surrounding the human being, in public and in private, is an all-over world question, I would say. And we are very happy to be here, and I will do a guiding tour now. You can follow me as you want. But before I do this, I would like to invite Eric and Klaus, please come to me, and also Shilpa and Shreyas, that people can see. I want to give you some presents, which I brought from Cologne. The oldest, one of the oldest label in Cologne is 4711. And for, I think there should be a big applause. This is the story which comes with it, because Germany was occupied from time to time, for example by the French, Napoleon, and he gave numbers to our houses. So this is the story which comes with it. And I'm also happy for Klaus and Eric. This is something for refreshing. But moreover, I would like Mr. Kene to come to me, because I brought also something for you. And for the whole team, I would like to thank Mr. Bahulka and Mr. Shankar and his team. Thank you very much for having us here. It's a great honor. And also Ms. Bona, please come to me. Thank you. And of course, Mr. Welde, and last but not least, the woman who made everything possible for us in the last, not only 14 days, but before. This is Amruta. Please come to me. Thank you very much. And I also have some books for you, because I know that Mr. Welde is very much into contemporary art. You need people, and you have to tell also your families, you need people to support art. And this is a book with Rosemary Troppel. You have it also here.
Christmas is looming, yeah.
Yes. And I also want to give some books to you, to the NGMA. It's from Cologne. It's a book I made about the Cologne art fair because I got to know India very well because some galleries from Mumbai, and I think she's also tonight here. I talked to her, I don't know if she left already. She was at this art fair. So it's a big scene going on, a global art scene, and Mumbai and Cologne in Germany, it's at the end very close. So yeah, I'm very happy for this. And also I want to give them a book, because you also have been already in Cologne. Thank you. Thank you. So I think the artwork comes closer and closer, but on the other hand, the problems are sometimes to institutionalized art. It's always the same problem. I don't know why, because we were asking, and we will discuss it, why is there not a museum for modern and contemporary art in India? Yeah, this show was before in Kolkata, and they tried to build a big museum. I forgot Mr. Shankar, I'm sorry. Mr. Shankar, I'm sorry. Thank you very much. And I got this wonderful book of an exhibition which has taken place here at the National Gallery of Modern Art about Homi Bhabha. And I think he's one of the most important guys concerning introducing modern art into society and into our life. And I want to finish my speech with a quote of him. It's actually from 1947, and he said, "We all hope that with its newly achieved freedom, India will become the leading country of Asia and one of the leaders